Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have another review of Fairy Tail. So buckle up and do it fast, because this week's chapter was one hell of a roller coaster. The Dragon Slayers basically got fodderized by ACNOLOGIA, and I think most people will agree when I say that this was a very good thing. Not because NATSU will end up soloing ACNOLOGIA, but because ACNOLOGIA's power scaling remains intact, and that's something that I value at this point in the series, especially given what we've had with Larcade, with Eileen, and whoever the fuck else was fodderized by bullshit power-ups. So yeah, it's really good to see that ACNOLOGIA can handle a few minors of his own kind. Especially since he ate the ravines of time or whatever it's called, giving him the control of time most likely and shit like that. Even NATSU got schooled by ACNOLOGIA, but since he's the main character, he's obviously gotta keep going somehow, and Hiromashima did something that I think every single reader predicted from the beginning. He allowed the other Dragon Slayers to give NATSU their elements, which obviously gave NATSU this mega super new mode, as he claims that he got the powers of the 7 fire dragons, even though last time I checked, NATSU was the only actual fire dragon slayer around, so how the other 6 ended up becoming fire, I've no fucking clue, but let's just ignore that for now. Regardless of what you might think right about now, I am actually looking forward to this fight, and it looks like we'll be getting 26 pages of just ACNOLOGIA versus NATSU next week, which is great. Granted, there's no way to make the fight good in one chapter, but I'll take it. It's better than having a one-shot mechanic at least, so I guess there's that. I like NATSU, so I mean, fuck, I don't even care at this point, not in terms of power necessarily, since he's majorly broken, but I don't know, I just like his visual appearance, his personality and whatnot, so I'll probably like this fight for what it is. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't, but oh well. Another thing that we got to find out, which has both new information and I think some information from the Dragon Cry movie, is that ACNOLOGIA's motive behind his rage is of course the death of his family. This has now been confirmed, and the girl we saw was most likely Sonia from Dragon Cry. Now I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the particular scene from when it was leaked, so yeah, I kinda know what went down, although I am pretty sure that she didn't die in the movie, so I am honestly clueless. Maybe it's just referring to some random girl. Who knows, it's ACNOLOGIA we're talking about. He seemingly had no purpose for killing shit for the longest time, or rather no motive, but now we know he has one, and I guess his family dying is kind of a good reason. I'm not really going to complain about that, since I've wanted to know the motive of his evil nature for the longest time. Of course, he's probably gone off the deep end to such an extreme that he feels like he's killing everything now, not just the dragons who were responsible for his family's death. Okay, enough about ACNOLOGIA and NATSU though. We still have to talk about the outside world trying to fend off ACNOLOGIA's dragon form, and well, to be honest, I really only had one major issue with this point of view in this chapter, which was Ursa knocking down ACNOLOGIA. Like, how did she even do that? Her attacks shouldn't even be able to make a dent on ACNOLOGIA's body, and yet he seemingly took a major hit from her. But then again, I guess he did have the same reaction to the blue Pegasus ship hitting him before, so maybe he's got some weak backside, who knows. But yeah, then we had Leon and Grey make that ship out of ice, and I think Juvia assisting with water to make it move or whatever. So I think that's some pretty alright teamwork. I didn't mind that at all, especially since it kinda gave them a purpose again. I mean, for a while now, all those 3 have been kinda fucking useless, so to see them do something that's actually of use is nice. Granted, it's highly convenient, much like with NATSU suddenly being able to take in all of the other Slayers' elements, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best not to blame plot convenience, that's Senpai Fruit's job. But yeah, so Fairy Sphere was apparently cast as well, seemingly successfully too, but I guess we won't know for sure if it affects the Dragon Slayers or not, since the different point of views aren't necessarily in sync. So by the time their fight is over, that could be when Fairy Sphere actually takes place, once everything is put in sync. But logically speaking, the Dragon Slayers will be trapped in Fairy Sphere as well, which you know obviously won't happen, cause Fairy Tail and Hiromashima wanting a cute happy ending so that the knowledge shippers can jerk off to it like there's no fucking tomorrow. But yeah, I think that's about what I wanted to say about this chapter really. It was decent for a Fairy Tail chapter, it had its ups and downs, so with that said, I'll be ending the video here. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. What did you think about this chapter? Was it good? Was it bad? And as always, if you did, please like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This has been your favorite host Perm, and I'll see you soon.